Oh, okay. Welcome back to round 2 at Four Horsemen Modern Night Magic. I'm Alan, and this is my co-host over here,
Sean.
And we have Ryan Wolfe playing Mardu Walkers versus Bob Levdansky playing Grixis Shadow, a more popular deck in Modern, from what I've heard.
Yeah, Bob's been playing this deck for a while now. It's kind of become, he doesn't really switch off decks too often.
Hey, that's actually, Ryan's taking a mulligan.
Yeah, and Grixis is probably one of the better decks in Modern right now, so.
And, I mean, if you like a deck and it's good, I mean, I would just continuously play it.
Yeah,
but, like in Friday Night Magic or something, I know after a while I get bored of certain decks, but I just don't have the resources to continuously pump out, especially in Modern, because of how, like, extremely... It's not like Legacy, where it's kind of like every dual land that you buy is like an investment, because you'll always use them again.
Every card in Legacy you buy is an investment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the people on this stream will know I'll play almost anything at Friday Night Magic, and I've done that on multiple occasions.
I remember when we went to Philadelphia, and you played that janky Tesserator with, what was the spice card that you threw in there? You threw something in there that threw off the other guy.
I have no idea.
Oh, and we're starting. We have a turn 1 untapped Watery Grave into Seer Visions.
Tesserator's not that janky.
I didn't say Tesserator was janky. I'm just saying the one that you played, you were like, this is the jankiest Tesserator I've ever seen. And we have Ryan going for Thoughtseize, I believe. He cracked a Bloodstained Mire. Ooh. It's almost as if you're playing against 8-Rack. Look at all those discard spells. Thoughtseize, 2 Thoughtseize, an Inquisition,
different
Thought Scour, and Terminate.
Different art Thoughtseize. That is a flavor fail right there. I'm not a fan of that.
I like it. I love, if I can have 4 different ults of Thoughtseize, I'd do that. And there's Inquisition. There goes Lightning Helix.
Oh, we got an Omnixilus.
Oh, and lands.
It's like a Marsh Flats. Is that Inspiring Vantage, Bloodstained Mire, and then the Omnixilus.
Yeah.
And Thoughtseize is going to take.
And he's going to take the other one too. Yep. Now, Ryan is in a not so good place right now, having only lands and most of them coming to play tapped. Well, not the 2 fetch lands, but the man land. And ooh, that's actually pretty good.
That's definitely a good card. And I don't think Bob would want to Inquisition again.
Yeah.
Seeing a hand of all lands. Oh, he might go for it. Nope. Thought Scour.
Thought Scour himself. Milling 2. And there's a Tassiger.
Is that 2 Tassigers?
I can't see.
Drew a land off of it.
And he goes to 17. 10. I don't know. Oh, yeah, because he thought he's like a lot. We haven't been keeping track of that.
Get that up to date. Yeah, he shocked it.
And he fetched and shocked.
Well, he might fire off another position.
He has a Death Shadow in his hand.
Oh, did he draw a Death Shadow?
Yes, he does. There it is.
That was the concern, that he had a lot of disruption, but he had no gas in his hand. He had no way to actually put pressure.
And Ryan goes to fetch.
Yeah, should put him down to 16. Getting ready to play that Lingering Souls next turn.
Oh yeah, Lingering Souls was such a powerhouse card.
It's really good against Death Shadow, but he needs other cards around it.
Yes.
It alone is not going to be a Death Shadow deck. But it is very good for gumming up the works.
At least Death Shadow doesn't have trample. or flying or anything. Well, boom, there it is. I remember in
2 tokens
in Standard, that card was just so good, and everyone said this card's just jank. And then Black White Tokens came out, with the Sorin. Oh, and we have Magikarp, I guess. Those are spirits, by the way. And Serum Visions. I can't see the other card in Ryan's hand. He has a land still.
He should have a Marsh Flat.
He has a Marsh Flat, and there's something else. Well, that's the easiest.
Yeah, the 3/3 Death Shadow really wasn't in danger getting in there.
Yeah.
Easy block.
Would you have taken the 3 off of Death Shadow to save spirits in case?
Probably not.
For later.
No. He's already at 16.
Is that another Lingering Souls in his hand that he just drew?
I'm not sure. I didn't get to see it.
Well, nope. There's one in the air, so he gives a 7.
Oh, it is. All right. Okay, now
we're
in business here.
We're gonna have 5 spirits on the board flying, and that's.
If he draws another land, you could just play it in Flash of Black. And with all these spirits, that Death Shadow's going to have a tough time getting through.
Now in Modern, is there anything that like just pumps out just tokens or creatures of the same name? Like, is Bioblight still not seen in Modern for stuff like this?
No. Tokens are not nearly popular enough to warrant the Bioblight.
I actually remember watching you play Modern not too long ago, and you played Orzhov. Was it Orzhov Walkers?
Yes, that was. This is actually what Ryan's playing right now is actually where that deck started, and eventually I just shaved out the red and just made it black-white. So I do have a soft spot in my heart for Obnixilis.
Oh, and look at that!
I have no idea what that is.
I think that's Red
Sacred Foundry. I think it's a Sacred Foundry.
Sacred Foundry.
So I don't think that's a Goddess Shrine, unless it's a Blood Crypt, but that looks like
that might be a Blood Crypt.
I don't know.
I can't see. I think it says Plain Swamp.
No, that's probably definitely got to be a Sacred Foundry.
He's already got
He's already got a basic. Oh,
there it is.
And there goes that. Now Bob is in a lot of trouble.
Well, he has a Terminate in his hand, so he can alleviate one, but then there's another Lingering Souls in his graveyard.
No, it's still in his hand. He hasn't cast
he hasn't played it yet?
No.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, so there's 4 more Spirit Tokens coming. Terminate's not going to stop.
And there's another Thought Scour.
Yeah.
Into a Snapcaster? Is that what that was?
I think so. Yeah. Unfortunately, the Terminate is...
Oh, yep, there's the Lingering Souls. It's in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and a land. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter if you just play Lingering Souls. But do you keep the card in your hand to bluff, or do you just play the land?
I think it's a man land, so I would definitely just play.
I think it was another Inspiring Vantage, or whatever it's called, the red-white fast land. Up, and we go to game 2. So Mardu Planeswalkers wins game 1 over Grixis Shadow. Now, if you're Ryan and you beat, Grixis Shadow, would you feel more confident in it? Because I know Ryan as a player, and he likes playing prison type decks and stuff like that, and sometimes he just likes to brew random stuff. Do you think this is one of his random decks, or is this actually one that you think that he put like a good bit of time and thought and process into this?
Well, I'm sure he did either way, but this is definitely a brew. But honestly, this is probably a very good matchup for Mardu Planeswalkers, because that deck is just filled to the brim with removal and Planeswalkers, things that Grixis Shadow really can't deal with unless they can actually counter it. And a ton of spot removal is bad for a deck that only runs 10 threats.
So you actually Ryan actually showed you his deck, correct?
Yes.
What Planeswalkers did he play?
I remember seeing a Johnny Vengeance, Obnixilis, a couple Chandra Torture Defiance, a couple Gideon of the Trials, and Elspeth Sun's Champion.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's so weird seeing Elspeth Knight Errant just kind of fade into the background.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think there are other 4-mana planeswalkers that do a better job.
Like a Johnny Vengeant, I think. I like that one a
Johnny Vengeance
lot.
Good because it can. I mean,
it can lock down Grixis Shadow with whenever he attacks.
Yeah, that's very good against Grixis Shadow when they have like one huge threat. Johnny Vengeance really shines in that situation. And then Gideon, ally of Zendikar.
Yes, also his
probably
0
does a better job than Elspeth.
Yeah,
in that regard.
So if you're Bob, what would you sideboard into? Well, you don't know. You just saw tokens.
Yeah.
You just saw tokens. You saw an Obnixilis from your Thoughtseize.
Yeah.
What would you like? Is that enough information to go into sideboarding? Like, it seems like Ryan just drew like a bunch of lands and Lingering Souls.
Yeah. I would probably look for probably more counter spells. Anything like a negate, anything that can actually deal with spells. Because it did not look creature heavy at all. You did not see a single creature out of his deck. So I would assume that your hard removal, like your slot removal, is not that good. Like your Terminates need to be out of the deck.
Yeah.
Fatal Pushes probably need to be out of the deck. You need ways to deal with
multiple.
Sweepers or just non-creature permanents.
And we can go back to Bonte's Reckoning. Take the shot. If you're playing black, Bontu's Last Reckoning. I almost flipped out. I looked back on the screen. I saw Death Shadow, but it kind of, in a way, I thought it was Bontu's Last Reckoning. I was really, really excited.
Yeah.
Would you, I think Ryan Wolfe could play it. You were playing Planeswalkers. It doesn't affect Planeswalkers.
Yeah, no, he could definitely play it.
But if you're playing against Grixis Shadow, well, he did see a bunch of graveyard cards too from all those Thought Scours, like the Tassigers.
He knows exactly what deck Bob's playing.
And Lightning Helix.
That's still in the deck.
Huh? I guess. Well, he saw how early Bob played his Death Shadow at 3, so I guess it's not a terrible thing. Plus, it also gives you life back. So it kind of alleviates.
Unfortunately, I don't think he has much in the sideboard to bring in. So because that's definitely one of his weakest cards. One of the reasons why Lightning Bolt. What?
Bob's at 17, going to 15 from a fetch to a shock land into a Thoughtseize. And Liliana, Last Hope.
Oh yeah. But yeah,
and lands again. A Planeswalker and another land. So he has a Planeswalker, which was Obnixilis, that was that, and then he had to discard Lightning Helix last time too. This is almost the same exact hand.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like Bob has more Oh,
and a Lightning Bolt. Old school too. I like it.
Oh man.
I think Ryan saw how quick Bob played his Death Shadow at 3.
Yeah.
Just to get damage in. And I think that's what he's banking on.
That is possible.
Double fetches.
Because, unfortunately, the advent of Grixis Death Shadow and Death Shadow in general is what kind of pushed Lightning Bolt out of the format.
Now, if you saw Lightning Helix in your opponent's hand, you're playing Death Shadow, would you be nervous about the burn spells? That you and there's Lightning Helix, like I said. There it is.
I mean, at this point, you're definitely going to be to start throwing the. Oh well, you'd want to save your burn for going straight to Bob's head, but if you can't finish the game off, that Death Shadow will just kill you.
And how big is Death Shadow right now? Is it a 13/13 that gets -X for its life total and Tassiger?
Yeah, so it should be a 7/7 right now, and we've got
I don't
4/5 Tassiger.
Oh, I think Ryan.
Is that a Bontu?
No, that's not a Bontu. Wait, in his hand?
Yeah, I thought I saw it.
Please let it be that. So we have a Death Shadow and Tasigur coming in.
So 7 should be 11 damage coming in.
I believe so. And Ryan was at 23, so that should drop him to 12, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, 9.
What?
Unless that Shadow got... No, they're fixing it. And a bolt going upstairs? I would hope so.
I mean, there's no other target.
Yeah.
Yep, it's going to 12.
And there it is, a bolt!
Another.
Oh my
top.
goodness. Off the top of the deck.
Wow, that was a quick match. Yeah.
Ryan Wolfe. With Mardu walk, not many walkers hit the board.
Not a single one.
It was mostly just
Lingering Souls and
soul burn. It was soul burn. That's all it was. Lingering Souls
I mean,
with burn. Oh, ooh, Celestial Purge.
Crackling
That's a good
Doom.
one. Yeah, Crackling Doom.
Layla.
With 2 of them,
Yeah.
and they're foiled, I think.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, he plays a lot of like commander. A lot of his cards are gonna be foiled out.
Those are only the 4 cards. Oh, look at all those that he put in.
Oh yeah, no, those are really good cards to bring in. Is that Flame Tendrils?
Yeah, it
Cosmic's
is.
Return, Staticaster, Engineer Explosive, just a ton of ways to deal with
The Lingering Souls, because
Yeah.
that's all he saw.
Yeah.
I mean,
a way to deal with tokens, which is huge against the Planeswalker deck. And a Dreadbore, which is definitely one way to get a Planeswalker off the board.
I did remember him saying that he had Oath of Gideon
And Oath of Chandra.
and Oath of Chandra in there. We didn't even get to see the fun land that he put in.
Oh yeah,
The Hellbent one.
the Keldon Megalith. Never been familiar with that card.
I think I hear everyone typing in their search bar what the heck that card does.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. Ryan Wolfe wins 2-0 over Bob Levdansky's Grixis Shadow. This was a quick match. We'll see if we can actually get another match in. I'll go see. I'll be right back.
Yeah.